Hi, my name's Jake. I'm the engineer and creator of Scout, and my partner is.
I'm Gunnar Walt, former player, collegiately and professionally, and coach since 2016 across high school, club, and college level.
Awesome. So, Gunnar, tell me a little bit about the problems that high school and college kids face during the recruiting process nowadays.
Yeah, the biggest thing that we're seeing now is the barrier to entry from a price standpoint and logistics standpoint. There's a lot of different showcases and opportunities out there, but they're very expensive. The travel logistics get expensive, and therefore a lot of players go unnoticed and unseen.
Gunnar, what I'm showing you here today is what we built as our solution to your problem. So, Scout has two options, one for scouts and one for athletes. I'm going to start by pretending to be an athlete here today. You can see it all starts by making a profile. So this is everything you would make on your standard recruiting site, your sport, your height, your weight, GPA, what states you're willing to go to, all that sort of good stuff. Now, you gave me an athlete you actually coach. His name's John Obramitis, and we filled out his profile in advance here. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is just save his profile. And this is where the magic of AI really starts. So you can see here, it captured that I am a lacrosse midfielder, and it has now created a custom combine for me to complete. So if I want to learn how to do this combine, I can just click on any of the how-tos. And I'm going to go ahead here and just upload a video of myself doing the drill. So this is something that John filmed earlier in the week, and it is him doing the 5-10-5 shuttle. And we actually created an AI agent to evaluate his shuttle. So it's going to capture his speed and look for some cues in that drill that a scout might evaluate as they put an athlete through a combine at a camp or at one of these academies. So as this runs, you can see that he needs some work. We are going to get a report rather quickly using the Gemini Flash. We're now going to continue to that report. So what's happening here is we're actually going to go ahead and start seeing our profile built out. So the first thing that happens is we actually had a second agent while we were uploading that video get to work and look up some of the past tournaments you've been in. So you can see here, these are all things that Gemini found, helping me to create a profile so I don't have to upload these links. And doing some of the manual work for me. Additionally, if, for example, I have a growth spurt next year and I somehow grow to 7 feet tall, at any point, this is actually a living profile. So what you're going to see here is that once I save a new attribute of myself, we're going to call two other Gemini agents, one of them being the scout and one of them being the coach. And it's actually going to update my profile to say, wow, you've actually hit a growth spurt. This really changes your strengths, changes your weaknesses. And as you continue through your journey, here's some guidance on things you might work on. So if I'm to upload the video again, or do any of these things, it's going to keep me up to date. So Gunnar, I'm going to kick it back to you now as the scout who might be looking at me, the athlete.
Like Jake said, I'm going to show you from the scout's point of view. I'm in the About Me section where I'm going to have my basic information. I'm also going to have my recruiting preferences that show the states that I'm actively recruiting, the grad years along with the specific positions. And then as we go to find athletes, all right, what's cool here is I could type in simple language what I am looking for in an athlete. So I'm looking for a big attackman, and I'll kick it to Jake to talk about the
Yeah, so what's actually happening here is Gemini is actually writing a query. So it's taking his profile data as well as this search term. And what you can see here is under view query plan, Gemini actually created a query. So the coach doesn't have to think about applying filters or like what he wants to type here. It's really good at creating these queries. So back to Gunnar to show you what looking at an athlete might look like.
Yep. And then when I click into the athlete, right, I'm going to get his general information, 6'1", 200 pounds, perfect. That meets my criteria. It's going to give me some strengths and weaknesses about the player based off the evaluation, and obviously the videos of the drills that are uploaded here. Okay, I can see his body mechanics, how he moves, right, his skill level, which gives me enough information to start the recruiting process if it meets my criteria.
Awesome. So Gunnar, in wrapping up, what are the three things this site probably solves for you as a coach and a recruit?
Yeah, so I mean, as you can see here from the scout's point of view, super easy to search and find athletes that are specific to my needs. I think put myself back into the athlete's point of view. I can now get developed. I can get feedback on what I do well, what I need to work on, and then be able to highlight my athletic ability through the combine testing, which isn't available now.
Awesome. Well, I hope that you and your scouts can use this now and look forward to getting on the field with you real soon.